When it comes to the ladies, Sigma males do it best. Even the dominant alpha can't keep up with the Sigma's charm. Sigma males occupy a top spot in the socio-sexual hierarchy, right next to the alphas, but sort of outside the hierarchy. And even though many psychologists, especially evolutionary psychologists, disagree with this, and will explain why, it's just the way it is. Welcome to Dream Thinker, where we focus on the psychology of different personality types. Make sure to like and subscribe so you can be notified whenever we release new content. Here are 9 tips and strategies for dating if you're a Sigma male. Number 1. People are curious. Use that to your advantage. Sigma males are naturally mysterious. One could argue that curiosity shaped us as a civilization. We know more about the planet and the universe than any other species would ever perceive, and Sigmas are the best archetype to appeal to this curiosity. And they don't depreciate themselves either, and they certainly don't allow the domination of the alpha to cloud them. They're just there, silent but prominent, reserved but notable. They don't fade into the crowd. You know they're there, you know very little about them, and there's nothing you can do about it. This mysterious vibe drives the ladies crazy because, generally speaking, women are interested in men, and they can easily tell that when it comes to a Sigma, there's definitely more to him than what meets the eye, so they'd like to know more. So, when dating, use this to your strength, or whatever. Keep the post generic or about other people or events, and keep your personal information private. If you're texting through WhatsApp or something similar, don't make your profile picture too revealing. And no, I don't mean don't show too much skin. I mean don't take it at home so she doesn't see where you live, or with your car or office. Take it someplace general and have a background that doesn't tell much. And finally, when you come to the actual dating, your best strategy is to casually reveal a tiny piece of very interesting information about yourself every so often. Let me give you an example to clarify. You happen to be a basketball pro, or a mathematical genius, or you've been to cool places or whatever. You want to take the conversation gradually to this topic and casually mention something like, "Oh, I already made it to the basketball national team a couple of years ago." Or, this feels exactly like Copenhagen. I stayed there for a couple of days in my trip across Europe. Short, simple, casual. Number 2. Sigmas value their time and resources above everyone and everything else. So, value your time. Stick to this rule. Don't make exceptions by taking out of your sleep time or being late for work because you're spending time with a girl. Say things like, "Oh, it's 11, I gotta go to bed because I have work early tomorrow." And don't respond if she texts or calls during working hours. Avoid at all costs saying things like, "I skipped school just for you," or "I'm gonna call in sick to spend time with you." She's not gonna think you're interested. She's gonna think you're a psychopath, especially if you're just starting out. Respect your time, and she will respect it too. More importantly, when you do have the time to spend with her, that's when she's gonna feel extra special, because she knows you're a busy man and you ain't screwing around, but you still made time for her. Another thing is, never give something for nothing. You value your resources, remember? If she asks you a personal question or asks for help with something, tell her you'll only do it if she gives you something in return. It could be as small as a cute selfie or dinner on Saturday, but make sure she knows that every time she gets something, she'll be given something in return. This will make sure the relationship progresses in the right direction and keep you out of the friend zone. Number 3. Sigmas are brutally honest. Sigmas don't really care about any of these things, so they just don't have a reason to lie, and you need to stick to that rule. Don't even sugarcoat stuff to make it sound better. Tell it like it is. If she sends you a picture from an ugly angle with frizzy hair as soon as she wakes up, don't tell her you still look gorgeous. Tell her what you really think. You look like a mammoth, and not in a cute way. Trust me, women love that because it gives them reassurance that this guy isn't playing around. Avoid fake and vague compliments. Don't lie about your intentions and be clear and straight to the point. This way, when you give her a compliment, she'll know it's sincere and meaningful. Number 4. Sigma males are expressive. This gives them the ability to express deep feelings and delicate emotions eloquently. But when it comes to the first few weeks of dating, don't do it. Don't express your deep thoughts or emotions too soon, and definitely don't do it through texting. It's the second worst means of communication on the planet, maybe after Morse code. This way, she can see your facial expressions and hear your tone, and you can build rapport so much easier. It'll also get her used to the fact that she won't get much out of you through text, and she'll look forward to going out on more dates. Number 5. Sigma males will leave if they lose interest. Like I said, a Sigma male values his time and himself. If an interaction with a girl is no longer interesting or stimulating, he'll just end it. Or at best, if he doesn't want to hurt her, he will stop putting in the effort and it will eventually die out. Well, why is this attractive? Because the ladies know it. They instinctively know they have to keep him interested. They always try to add value to their relationship one way or the other. They come up with new date ideas and suggest new things to try out together, which keeps the relationship thrilling and steamy, which in turn keeps a Sigma interested. So don't be afraid to leave her on scene for a few hours or even a couple of days if she says something cold like cool or haha. Let her know from day one that if she doesn't put at least as much effort as you are to make this interesting, you're gonna walk out. If you make her believe that, she's hooked. Number 6. Sigma males are perceptive. They've spent hours and hours silent in a room full of talking people. They learn to observe, study, and make conclusions, and this gives them an unmatched ability in reading people. You know that famous PMS phrase women say, if you cared enough, you'd know what's up. Yeah, Sigma males knows what's up. So, use that to your strength. Pay attention to little details she reveals and try to put one and one together to make conclusions about her personality. And when you come to a conclusion, tell her. Something like, when you told me about your relationship with your family, I couldn't help but notice that you always put other people first. You seem a bit like a people pleaser. Am I right? It can turn the direction of an interaction from casual and fun to romantic and personal in the blink of an eye. Number 7. Sigmas are happy single. You're more likely to find a Sigma male single than in a relationship. It doesn't come from an antisocial mentality or commitment issues. It's the fact that they're hyper-aware of the responsibilities that come with being in a relationship. Think about it. It's cheaper and more efficient to live alone, travel alone. A partner can be the greatest source of happiness and fulfillment in life, but they can also take way too much time. How to play that to your strength, you ask? People want what they can't have, my friend. If you're happy single, say it. Don't be afraid to lose your chances with her, cause she'll think you're not interested. If anything, it'll make her even more persistent to get close to you. Avoid saying that you're lonely, that you haven't been in a relationship for a long time, and that you're looking for one, or anything of that sort. You're just chilling your way through life. If someone who's a really good fit to be your life partner crosses your path, great. If not, no problem. The air of nonchalance gives Sigmas mysterious and unattainable vibes that drive women crazy. Use this little trick and watch them call you first. Number 8. Sigmas compete only with themselves. While alpha males are super competitive because they always want to prove to the pack that they're better than everyone and establish themselves as the alpha in the hierarchy, Sigmas don't really care. In fact, they often let their friends or colleagues win a game, or take credit for something if it's gonna make them happy, because they just don't think it has any significance. So avoid being competitive with her. If she says she's good at something, you don't have to say you're better, even if you are. Don't one-up everything she says. If she expresses her feelings, simply state that you understand or that you can relate in some way. You don't have to tell a story in which you felt it but more intensely. Something like, oh, you're sad because you stubbed your toe? I just broke my leg. You're supposed to be the man in the relationship, so act like it, and don't compete with your partner. Thanks for watching.